Oh, me. Well, I'm live here. I'm at my house, as you may see. I am reconnect. Back live. Okay, good. My Wi-Fi is not the best. I got DSL or UVerse. Don't particularly like it, so my Wi-Fi will kick me in and out when I'm at the house. So I just turn it over to regular Verizon. Oh, me. Let me. Yeah, there's a view of my house. A little. We got a split level chalet is what they call that, I guess. And we built back in 1976, I believe it was, when me and Barbara built this. Down here on the family farm. I'm on the back side of the family farm. Hey Jay, hadn't seen you in a while. You doing okay? Yeah, I'm gonna run up to the shop, see what the boys got done this afternoon. We were working on a tilt top trailer that I've got. That let me turn my radio down a little bit. Y'all probably don't want to hear my oldies anyway, since I'm way older than the rest of you. And you probably wouldn't like my old rock and roll. I'm one of the older guys here on the channel. I like the music from the 60s and the 70s. That old, real old rock and roll. I'm doing fine, Chris Richards. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, here's a rainbow. Maybe that's a good sign. It looks like it's right over my shop. I don't know if y'all can see it in the video, but yeah, there's a real pretty rainbow right over my newest shop over there. So maybe that's a good omen for the. Can you see it in the video? Chuck Berry. Yeah, I like Chuck Berry too. I don't know if y'all can see that rainbow in the distance, but yeah, it's kind of neat. Um, yeah, we just had a rain shower, and uh, we got really faint. Yeah, well, it's not a real bright one. So let me get outside. You might can see it just a little bit better if I get out of my truck. I don't know. It's just a faint rainbow. I need to rush over there and see if I can find the pot of gold. Here, here's my what cost me a pot of gold. All these trucks and everything. I'm trying to sell. There's a T600 that I've got for sale. We're changing out wheels and cleaning them up, getting all the decaling off of them. It had FedEx on them, so I've had to take the decals off of that. And here's a Freightliner that we've got that we're taking all the decals off and everything on it. And then I've got two '08 Max that we're taking stuff off of. And this is, which one is it? Okay, yeah, this is a T2000 KW. Never have been a real big fan of these, but this is one here too. It cleans up pretty good. Putting the old girls in there and going away clothes. Yeah, that's right. I'm trying to clean them up and put them in their going away clothes. That one still says FedEx on the top. I'm gonna have to, and this Mac does too. I'm gonna have to get up there and just paint some of that off, because I'm supposed to get all the detailing decals off of them. So we're having to do that. Let me see if I can get the right shop key. You have to give me a second, guys. You can look at my trash there. I got a bunch of old airbags. And I got a handful of keys here. So I have to, there I go. I got the right one. Now I go in the shop. It's dark in here, so you have to bear with me till I walk across here where the lights are. First, I'm going to throw on these LED lights. Daylight. All right. Yeah, it's It rained hard here today. They must have, I think they had the door open and got some water in the floor. But speaking of floors, we re-floored this trailer. This is a tilt-top trailer that I had to pull my bulldozer. Of course, I sold my bulldozer, so I don't need a tilt-top trailer anymore. Not this heavy of a trailer. I think it's a 20-ton trailer. I even pulled a track hoe on it, a big track hoe. But we put new oak boards on it. So it's got some big, thick oak boards, as you can see. That's back on it, making it look good. It's an older trailer, but it's all metal. I tell you that. You can have it rewired, which wouldn't take much on this style, because it's not, just a couple of lights, a few things like that, and you don't need that many lights for a daytime trailer like this. I mean, you can light it up if you want to, but it's got 2 tandem axles under it, or 2 dual. Let me rephrase. It's a tandem. It's got 2 dual axles on it. In other words, 8 tires. You need to get a K-bar. Yeah, I probably do. I don't want to be like I used to have years ago. I had one of those big old pockets and pocketbooks or billfolds or whatever with a chain and everything else. I looked like crap. Had all those keys. I kind of trimmed down from that nowadays. Janitor time. Yeah, that's about it. I'm just a cleanup guy. And oh, it's going pretty good. How you doing, Big Daddy? Yeah, I'm hanging out here at the shop and trying to see what we got done today. And then I'm going to go over here and to the other shop and see if we got anything done. Actually, I was up here landscaping a little bit myself, and I got called away and had Larry to get on it, the skid steer. But I'm just gonna walk over there and see what we got done. Like I said, they got this truck, got the decals off of it, and I got a few trucks over here. I think I got the decals off the Mack. We were actually running that Mack up until last week. So if you know anybody likes Macks, I got a real nice little old Mack truck. It's a 2000 CH, what do they call that? CH, I can't even remember. It's a CH. But somebody I see been messing with my inner tractional. I don't know why they had the door open on it. I have to go over and shut that. But, and they should have shut the door for that too. Oh well. Left my door open on the back of the box truck there. I got my oak wood. But we'll have to take all that out. Of course, there's a couple of the salvage trucks down there I got to get rid of. And of course, everybody, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think you remember me talking. Yeah, I had somebody steal a dipstick. I guess we had a dipstick of a person that stole my dipstick this morning on one of my trucks in Charlotte. Yeah, that takes a low down son of a gun to steal somebody's dipstick out of their truck, doesn't it? But you get all kinds. Too lazy or conniving or whatever. Because that's some of my new trucks. There's my wrecker again. We had to use that yesterday morning to pull one of my own guys out of a ditch. He ran into the ditch in my shop here. Of course, there's a couple of trucks. I might have to paint that one FedEx off of that one. No, none of these are brand new. I don't know. That's a 2007, that Freightliner. We just washed it. Here's another Mack. It's that single axle Mack that we got. No, we're not selling the Sterling. Sterling is my tool truck, as you'll see. We converted it into, see the boom on the back of it? in the toolbox. We converted, it was a road tractor, and we converted it to a boom truck, well, a service truck. I'm gonna rephrase that. I'll go over there to it. Phew, all this walking is making a fat guy like me out of breath. Yeah, this is the one where we converted it. We put that box on the back, that Dominator box, and we've got it set up just as a service truck. But it'll make a nice one. Well, I might as well shut the door on the International while I'm over here. Well, and then there's a little Volvo we're selling. And then, like I said, this Freightliner. Then I got a couple more Freightliners over here we're selling. Some of them in different conditions. That one, that's not a Columbia, that's a Century. Then I've got this crane bed that I bought a year or so ago, and after we got our service truck with the crane, we didn't need it, so I decided I'm gonna sell that. And here's our little Volvo with the N14 in it. It's a house. And then we've got, I think I'm gonna sell this Classic. I don't have it on the list to sell, but I think I'm gonna sell it. I had Larry over here helping me move some of this red dirt with a skid steer. We about got it all moved. I'm moving it over there and out of the way so we can have a little bit clearer shot come auction day, where we line everything up in this field. And so hopefully we'll be able to have a good, nice area for everybody to see the trucks. If we don't get too much rain, we've been getting a good bit of rain lately. So we'll see. Yeah, those Classics are a favorite for a lot of people. We got one on the road well, it's actually a one that it's one of our Amazon trucks, but we got it trip leased down to FedEx right now. And the boy that used to drive that one, I've got him in it, and he loves it because see if I got the right key for that. Oh yeah, I got the right key. I got back to my, or y'all probably not old enough to remember Captain Kangaroo and Mr. Green jeans. And they had all their, whoops, lights. Lights action. Lordy, we've had a couple of heavy rainstorms the last couple of hours. We've got water leaking under the door there. But I've got my tractor here that I'm selling. And then I've got, of course, these babies aren't being sold. That's my skid steer and then my tool cat. These are two items that I love. We get a lot of use out of these Bobcats. And then plus I have a track hoe too. I got it cleaned a little bit. I got a little bit tired. I got it buffed a little bit. I used to pull for FedEx. Oh, really? FedEx Ground? I guess you did. Yeah, I've been with FedEx, well, RPS and FedEx all together for 32 years. I'm in my 32nd year, I guess, right now. I started in 1987 just as a package delivery guy. Did that for about 6 months and then got the line haul out of Hickory. And then increased I've got up to, I think there's 2 trucks at Hickory. And then I had a chance to put a 3rd truck on in Greensboro. And then I moved all my trucks over to Greensboro. And then I got an opportunity to get back to the Charlotte area, so I moved all my trucks when we opened up the new hub in Charlotte. I moved it back to Charlotte. And then, lo and behold, 10, 12 years later, what do? They decided to open up another hub back in Greensboro. So they split up what we had in Charlotte, and I had to rebid and put some of my trucks back in Greensboro. So in order to keep my seniority and my and everything current. Yeah, some of them do run questionable equipment. They're trying to change that. They're actually making, I don't know, which FedEx hub are you near? Yeah, I've been at it long, a pretty long time. You know, I've been raised in the trucking business. I guess I've got from start to finish, Dodge City, Kansas. Okay, Chris, yeah. I never have gone out to Kansas with FedEx. I've never seen their operation out there. I know that there's questionable stuff all over, and FedEx is trying to, you know, clean some of that up. Whether or not they do, well, they're going to mandate it, and that's one reason I'm having this sale, because I'm trying to get proactive on this new technology that they're making us put in. Even like this Classic. This Classic won't. It's a nice truck, but it won't meet approval in a few years. So we might as well get the best out of it and sell it, and see what we can do. But that being said, you know, time marches on. You have to go with the flow and get, you know, do whatever you can do. And I'm gonna do my best to, you know. Yeah, well, and that's what some of these have got. That's the reason I'm selling them. I've got 1 million miles on some of these trucks, and I've got to upgrade, and which I have. Of course, it's expensive. I mean, I wish I could afford all brand new trucks, and I've had, over the years, I've bought brand new trucks, but it's very expensive to maintain that. Now, these Cascadias, I'll show you some of these Cascadias I got down here. They're like 2013s and 2014s. Now I bought them, and they have about 400. I think they got about 400 on them. They had a Detroit warranty. That's one reason I bought them. And we were able to go through and have this warranty work done through Detroit. This particular one right here, I just got back from Detroit, and Detroit was able to do about, gosh, I'd say $5,000 or $6,000 worth of warranty for me. I had to pay, I think my part of it was about $1,800, because we put a new clutch in it. They resealed a lot of things, went in there and changed some things on the bottom end on the oiling system, and just a lot of different things. I'd have to read the list to see what all it was. But that's one of my new ones. And then there's another one like that. And both of these were, you know, came off lease and went back to Freightliner. And then with Select Truck, that's who I bought these from. It's a division of Freightliner. I was able to buy 6 of these. And then from Ryder, I bought one other one that we have out there. So that gives you an idea. Yeah, it's a pretty rig. Like I said, we got 6 of them like this, but these are used. These are not brand new. I couldn't afford, I mean, you can imagine 6 brand new ones. You're talking over $1 million probably if you bought them brand new. So that's where you have to draw the line. And what we've done is these have got the new technology. I'll show you right here in the front. You see that little square box down there in the middle. Yeah, well, I'm not a real big fan of the deer bumpers. We got a lot of deer around here, but I've not had that many deer strikes lately. I have a few. My nighttime guys sometimes seem to have more than anybody, but you know, we'll go ahead and repair it. I mean, it's questionable that you have guys tear up crap because of having that. Now I like the simplicity of the look and everything and the way it is, and if you hit a deer, you hit a deer. And actually, if a deer jumps out, that system's supposed to help you, even with a deer strike. We'll see. And you know, I don't know. I'll find out the first time a deer hits one of them. But yeah, it does. It usually hurts the bumper anyway. And yeah, I've had plenty of them. I've had plenty of deer strike bumpers out here. I mean, I've got some casualties in this bunch probably. My biggest problem is not deer strike, is rear enders and everything. That's what we've had more problem with. You know, drivers running too close. We got drivers that feel like they can run right up on top of somebody, and they'll hit them, and it is very, very, very costly for us now. They have increased our premiums on all that, so it's it's tough. I'll tell you that, it's tough. The new rule that just came down on this last contract. Yeah, they can. That's the reason they can make it tough on you. So that's one reason. Like I said, we've chosen to get rid of some of the older units and have this auction. And if you hear anybody that wants some good trucks, we've got some of the older units, and a lot of times it's, I mean, independent guys, farmers, somebody that wants to, you know, make a dump truck out of something, or you know, variety of situations. I mean, that's like, yeah, I had to release a driver just a couple of weeks ago because he actually did, well, like we were talking about, he rear-ended somebody, and he had actually had a couple of accidents, so he kind of knew he was doomed. He had an accident the previous year, and their rules and regulation with FedEx, you can only have so much like that within a year's time, or 2 or 3 years time. And he had kind of overstepped that, and I had to release him. He was a great guy. I loved him to death. He's super good. He dependable as everything. But he was, I think he was suffering a little bit from sleep apnea too, because he was a little bit overweight. Well, he was pretty good overweight. He was probably 50 pounds over, 50 or 60 pounds overweight, in my opinion. And, you know, and I think he had problems of dozing off, and he ran a nighttime run. So those combinations don't work. But, you know, we will march on. Now, there's another Cascadia there, and then I've got 2 more or 3 more down there. I can't remember. But you get a idea of what we have and what we're trying to accomplish. But, and I need to sell that truck there too. That box truck's for sale. So I've got it for sale. And then, like I said, just several more. And just pieces of some, and full trucks, good running trucks, and some that we have scrapped out a little bit. So we got a mixed bag of what we can offer people. So, you know, if anybody's in the North Carolina area, or if you know of anybody in the North Carolina area, let them know, let them see this channel, link it to them, send it to them, let them see what we've got, and we'll have a grand old time this Saturday, I hope, with an auction. At least I hope so. And plus I got some older shop equipment too that I'm selling. I got a metal lathe, and I got just some general tools that I went ahead and found. Yeah, I do. I hope I have a good time. But it's interesting. But here's the looks of my 2 shops. There's one over there. Here's my original shop that I built back about 15 years ago. And I let this building slip and get out of my hands over here. I had an opportunity to buy that building and missed it. I wished I had bought it, but you can't always get what you want. And I'll let that one slip. But here's what's pretty. I like seeing this on the farm down here. Now, I don't own those cows, and I'm glad I don't, because I don't want to mess with cows at my age. I like having them out here in our pasture, and I'm glad we rent the pasture to somebody else. It's a pretty scene. Oh, you got some cows? Well, you're younger than me too, Chris. I chased cows too many years to enjoy that anymore. I'm happy just to own the property adjacent, and the family owns this part here. My wife and I are wanting to buy this from the family since we're the only ones. Yep, that's right, they get out. Yeah, but I think it's a pretty sight down here. We love it. Like I said, we've got our fence going down the road here. Here's our private road. This is our private road going down from my, like I said, my shop's here, and my house is here in a small cow-calf operation. Okay, yeah. Cows are fun when you're young, but when you're my age, I don't want to chase them. I used to, when I first got married, Barbara and I, we actually had a mobile home setting right here where the shop is, and my father-in-law, he deeded us this piece of property. That's the reason I put my shop there after we got older and everything. But we used to have a mobile home sitting right here. Of course, back then the road wasn't a paved road, it was a dirt road that swung around actually to the property, and it never failed. My father-in-law had the cows. We used to have a big barn right there where I'm pointing, and I'd get calls every time he went on vacation. Cows would get out, and I would have to chase them down. So I guess that burned my bridge right there from wanting cows, and I just didn't do it. But you know, 50 years later, now I'm not the young guy to chase cows anymore. I mean, here I am approaching 70 years old, and I'll be 67 this year. So I'm a little bit past wanting to chase cows, but I enjoy everything else. I still enjoy equipment, and I still enjoy conversing with people, and I like what we have. But as far as wanting to chase cows and do things like that, even getting on some of the equipment, I'm over that in some cases. I used to love every piece of equipment I own and would crawl on anything, get on anything. And now I go, I don't know if I want to get on it as much as I used to. I was running a skid steer today, and I love my skid steer, I always have. But I was using it for an hour or so, and I thought, I got people that can actually do this. Why am I out here doing this? So that's right, I can rack my back. I just, and I've had a little bit of back trouble here and there. So yeah, I have learned to delegate to younger people on some of these duties, and that's what I'm about nowadays. I don't mind taking my expertise. I don't mind pointing out things. I don't mind telling people, let's do it this way or that way. But physically, I'm not able to do some of these things, and I see too many people my age getting in trouble, hurting themselves doing that. So it's different. But I'm gonna run out of sunlight, and I'm hearing thunder in the background again. We've had a number of storms up here today, and some of them just heavy downpours too. So I'm gonna get off of this right now. I've enjoyed chatting with everybody. Y'all take care, and we'll see you later on.